All right, ladies and gentlemen, I've got 2 of these now, and these come in handy when you're popping trim loose, crown molding, cove base. Someone's used this. It needs to be cleaned real good, but you can see the hammer, the mark, they beat on it. They hammered on this end of it. Why in the heck do they hammer it on the edges like this? What are they using it for? Not much prying done with it, a little bit, not compared to the other one I did. John something. Can't see. All right, maybe you guys. I'll clean it up real good. I'm gonna put it in a rust remover, and then I was gonna paint. I can't remember what I did to the other one. This looks like it was just raw steel. Doesn't look like it was painted or anything. Yeah, we'll see. I might do a little combination painting and polishing with this one. This right here, ladies and gentlemen, is a very usable tool. I can tell you right now, if you ever run across one of these, pick it up. If you do any trim work or cove base or crown molding, even setting doors, I'll use this to set some doors. They work great for that. All right, be back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm working on a crate opener, I believe is what they call these things. I personally use them. It's a nail puller, but I use it for trim work. If you're taking trim loose, crown molding, case molding, K molding, whatever type of molding, these work exceptionally well. I use them all the time when I'm doing, and also door work. What I do sometimes if I'm putting doors in by myself, I'll put this under the middle of the door and I can use this for leverage, and I can lift the door and set my hinge. And you gotta remember, I'm setting doors that are 3.0, which 36 inch or 44 inch wide doors, 1 3/4 inch thick. Some of these doors, if they're lead lined, can weigh 400 or 500 pounds. So hanging a door by yourself that weighs 400 pounds is very difficult, trust me. So, but I can hang it with one of these by myself. If I set it in place about where I want to, I can manipulate it by putting it in the center, leveraging it up, and then turning it left or right, setting the hinges in place. So these things, if you find these things, they're just worth buying. I bought it, I think I paid $1, let's say $2. I got less than $2 in this thing. And I got to see how much they're selling online. But it's got some sharp edges right there where somebody definitely waylaid with this thing. And this thing could be about 110 to 120 years old. I'm going to go ahead and clean it up. They used a hammer on this side. So I'm going to use the little belt sander, and let's get it cleaned up. I think I'm going to blue this. I was going to paint it, but if it sits in my toolbox, that material that Cobalt sells for tray liners for your toolbox, it makes paint stick to it. So unless it's chromed or blued or something like that, it sticks, and then you got this imprinted rubber material on the back of your tools, and I can't stand that. All right, let's clean it up. All right, ladies and gentlemen, polish the top of it a little bit. Now I'm gonna clean it off, and then I'm gonna blue it, or blue the bottom end of it anyways. I'm cleaning my metal with carburetor cleaner. I know you can use I don't know, denatured alcohol, but I use carburetor cleaner. You can use what you like. I use carburetor cleaner to clean everything, just the way it is. I clean it till I don't get any more black off. There's a little, see a little bit of black on there. I clean it till I get that off. Yeah. And this is going to be a good used tool. This is actually going to be used. I'll use this tool a lot more than people realize. Anywhere where I need some small leverage, amount of leverage, a lot of times you don't need a 3-foot pry bar. I've got a little 24-inch flat bar that I use all the time. That one is my go-to. All right, now try to keep from cross-contaminating my material. One brush I use for one brand, another brush I use for a different brand. Cleaning my brush off a little bit of carb cleaner just to make sure I don't have anything on it. Yeah, it's gonna. And this product, I like it better than this product. This one works pretty good. This one works if it's dirty, like dirty, it's not cleaned properly. This seems to work good, but this one, it takes bluing better and you don't have to rinse it. I like this stuff because you don't rinse. So, that's what I use. You guys pretty much use what you want, but I like it. Some people don't like cold bluing because, you know, they use that hot bluing for weapons. That's fine. And there again, use what you like. I mean, if you find something that's very comfortable for you, stay with it. This day and age, it's hard to find something that you like, that you really enjoy using, that's worthy. I'm probably going to have to repolish just a few spots on this. This bluing will discolor the polishing, but I can repolish. It's easy to repolish. I'll show you what I'm talking about here in a minute. I'm probably going to give this 2 coats and call it good. Like I said, it's probably not the best job, and I really don't care because I could have painted this. The only thing I don't like about paint is I have that, and I've said this before, I have this material in my toolbox that come from Cobalt, and it's a drawer liner material, and that stuff, if you paint something and then stick it in that stuff in the drawer, it sticks over time. It's irritating. Gotta let this sit for 30 seconds, and then it says to dry, wipe dry, and to 4/0 steel wool. Which it's you can see what it's doing. Underneath my thumb is the chrome, or what chrome? The polished steel. I didn't think about getting down in there. Looks pretty dry to me. Now let's see what this, got some steel wool here. Let's get it a little up close, see. Heck, I might just do one coat. That's all it really needs. It's taken real good. And what I do, one of Big Life saying that one of his buddies, he oils his after he blues it, and I have found that this stuff right here, if I use 3-in-1 oil and then let it sit for a few days, and then put the 3-in-1 oil, and then I set it outside in the sun and let it warm up, it seems to work. It looks good and it works better. I'll have to show you at the end of I'll let this sit the end of the week and then we'll come back. But what I did is I just coat it with 3-in-1 oil and then come back, and it makes a world of difference. It actually gives it a sheen. The 3-in-1 oil, it dries, gives it a real nice sheen to it. There you go, look at there. Now, I got a roll, a drip over, but I'll hit that on the polisher real quick, and that'll take that off real quick. I'll be right back, and well, you know what? I might just set this aside, come back to it a couple days, because I need to oil this. I need to set some oil on it. All right, we'll wait. All right, guys, this has been sitting, drying. I'll put a little bit of oil on it. And what I've been doing is using this 3-in-1 oil, and it actually works pretty good. After you let it dry, this oil, I think it soaks in. I don't know. All I know is I was told to do this. Big Life said his buddy that does some bluing does this, and I tried it. I like it. It gives it a little sheen. And what I do is I let this sit out in the sun. I'll let it sit out in the sun all day. Let it dry, and that oil, I don't know, absorbs in the metal a little bit. The oil's dry, it gives it a real nice look to it. Yeah, well, I probably shouldn't end the video here. Let's wait till tomorrow, and then maybe, well, I got to work the next few days. It might be 3 or 4 days. We'll come back to it, and we'll see what it looks like. All right, guys, this is the end of this video. I wanted to show you, I don't remember where I am because I've been working all week. Just show you, I polished the top, polished the end, polished it. I polished this a little bit, and this side, I didn't do as good a job as probably what I should have. You know how you get doing something and I lost track of what I was doing anyways. But, here, let me throw a coat of wax on this real quick on the top. I don't remember if I did that or not, which I don't think I did. And I like these things are just, if you've run across them, buy them. They are the most useful tool. You will definitely use it. I use it to set doors, cabinets, pop trim off, cove base, K-molding, you name it. This little pry bar is probably one of my most useful tools at work. Not at home, but at work. It's a John H Murcott, M-U-R-C-O-T-T. It's old school, probably 100 years old. I blued the handle, or excuse me, I blued the shaft and the working end, let's put it that way. And then after that, I like this in Big Life. I got to give a shout out to him. He said his buddy that does some bluing, he oils it. Well, I use this 3-in-1 oil, and I like this oil. For some reason, it seems to take, I don't know, maybe it's just me or the way I'm doing it. I set this out in the sun after I oiled it, and just for 4 days. Matter of fact, what I did at night is I covered it with the towel, a rag like this, and then in the morning I'd take it off on the way to work and just let this sit in the sun. And it seems as the oil, it could be dehydrated, I don't know. It just seems like it looks different after I do that. Anyways, that's what I do. It seems to work for me. Maybe I'm exaggerating and the sun's just evaporating the oil, but it works for me, and that's the way I'm doing it. So I blued it, I oiled it, I let it set in the sun, let it dry for a good 4 days. So I shaped the handle real good, I cleaned it up, got all the dings and dents. There's one little ding right there. I can live with that. This is a good working tool. I actually found another, and I have no idea where it came from. So one's going to stay here at home, and the other one, and this one, is going to go to work. I already have one at work. So these, trust me guys, if you find these, they're kind of like one of the most useless tools, a basin wrench. That's what these remind me of. It's not something you need or use very often, but that one time you need it, you have no idea. What I do is, you get a 200-pound door right here like this, and the hinges is on the side here, and one person, I can hang a 200-pound door by myself. I lean it up against the wall, and I use this to lift the door to fit the hinges in the jamb. Now you got to remember, these are fire-rated doors. These are steel or filled doors. They're not hollow. They're not wooden, cheap little doors like you have at your home. These are commercial-grade doors. And setting a door by yourself is very, very hard. But you can use this. You can literally lift it up and twist the door how you want and set it in place. You got to remember, these hinges are 4.5 or 5-inch hinges. These are big doors, big hinges. So anyways, I'm real excited to have this. You guys just don't on anything you can find to make your job easier and get paid for it. It's pretty good. So yeah, I like this. Anyways, that's it. I just wanted to show you the end of the video. This has been sitting for over a week now, or yeah, just 1 week. Turned out really nice. I hope you like it. You guys run across these, buy them, pick them up. For less than 10 bucks, it's worth the money. I've seen some of these sell as high as $45 on online. I think one was $77. I don't know why anybody would collect something like this. This is a good working tool. This is not a collectible tool. To me, this is not something you would hang on the wall. This will get use. All right, guys, that's enough of me in this video. Y'all have a good day.